Hey YouTube, how are you? It's been a minute since I've been on here, but I just wanted to come on and make like a little quick video. First, let me give you like a hair update. Just got all my hair put up into a puff. It's actually wash day today, but I wanted to try this recipe from a fellow YouTuber, and right now, I'm sorry, I cannot call her name. But I recently saw a video with the pre-poo recipe she gave, and it was like coconut milk was one of the ingredients that was on the list, and I knew I didn't have coconut milk, so I have to get some from the store, and I'm gonna try the pre-poo because it is supposed to help to be able to detangle your hair very fast and just go through your hair. Her hair is like super duper long, and she said using this recipe she was able to detangle in about 30 minutes. So with me, I should cut my time in half because my hair is nowhere near as long as hers is. So that's my hair update. I want to tell you a little something, little something. Last night I got upset with my husband. He made some type of, and this is the crazy part, is I don't even recall exactly word for word what he said, but it was something to the effect that it made me feel unappreciated. You know, I had cooked this dinner. I experimented and I made these garlic parmesan wings. You know, I made a special dinner, and we have a toddler, so he had to watch our daughter while I put this food together. You know, it was extra special. We get to the table, she cuts up, so we couldn't really enjoy the meal the way we wanted to because we had to stop during the meal, and I had to discipline her. And to make a long story short, the food was delicious, but I didn't get any type of wow, this was nice, thank you, whatever. Okay, so, but I was over that. I mean, I thought about it, but it didn't really bother me. But what got to me was a little bit later on. I was on a telephone conversation with a friend of mine from work, and I kind of lost track of the time. We kind of rambled about different things. So when I got, and I watched my daughter during that time. I was in her room and I was watching her play, blah, blah, blah. But then after a while, she got tired of being with mommy and playing with mommy, so she ran in there to play with daddy. And daddy really didn't want to play. And I could tell when I went in there, he was not real happy that he was watching her and she was in there cutting up, and he was trying to watch TV and all this stuff. But anyway, he made some comments that really made me mad. And like I said, I can't even really tell you what it was. All I know is I felt unappreciated again. So that's like strike two. I think it was like 3 comments, and it was 3 things in all. Dinner, which I pushed to the back burner. Didn't get thanks for that. And then it was like those 2 comments that did it. So I went to bed mad, and he knew I was mad. And I was laying there and I was just praying. I was asking the Lord, help me, you know, take this out of my heart, because I know this is not what you want for me, and I know this is not how you want me to act. I woke up mad this morning. It seemed like it was dissipating some last night as I was going to sleep, but when I woke up this morning, I was still it came right back, and I was upset. So I'm the type of person, when I get upset, I don't talk. I'm quiet. You know, I know some people, when they get upset, they have a lot to say, you know, and it's like everything that they ever thought, it just comes tumbling out. And I kind of used to be like that years and years ago. I used to have the tendency to do that, you know, kind of save it up and then let it all out. So what would happen is I would wind up arguing about what was currently going on and something that happened 2 months ago that should have been resolved way back then. Well, I don't do that anymore. I kind of stick to what it is. I'm like, it's just too much. I'm gonna stick to whatever it is, and I will get to it. When things happen, it's best to just nip it in the bud right then. Don't save it up. Get it out. So I was not in a get it out kind of mood. Let me see how many minutes I got. And I woke up mad this morning. And I'm working from home today, so as I was sitting on my computer, I was thinking about, okay, well, we chat every day. You know, my husband calls me a couple of times a day. We talk on the phone. What you doing at work? Well, how's it going? Blah, blah, blah. And I was like, okay, well, he hasn't even called me. You know, so I was missing the phone call. It's a fly in here. Ugh. I was missing his phone calls. So lunchtime rolled around, and by then, I had listened to a little sermon while I was working. And I said, Lord, have mercy. I forgive him. I love my husband, and you know, if I want him to see Jesus in me, then I gotta let Jesus rule. I have to let Jesus rule. I have to go about doing things the way he wants it done, and not the way that I want it ran, not the way I want to do it. Cause me, I want to stay mad and make you apologize to me, like most of us do. But I knew better, and so I haven't heard back from my husband yet. Because I know he's working right now anyway. But what I did was I sent him a text. And I told him in so many words. I will read it to you, but my phone is in another room. But I told him I loved him. And that, yes, you know, I was mad last night and this morning. But I want him to see Jesus in me. I want him to see Jesus in me, and I don't want to live the life of a hypocrite. And I put that on my text to him. I love you, and call me on your next break. And I'm like, okay, well, why am I sharing something? This is personal, but it's not personal. I mean, it's personal, but I thought that I would share because I know people go through similar things. Marriage is not easy. You know, I know those of you who are married know that, but maybe some of you who aren't have this unrealistic fantasy that, you know, every day is gonna be a honeymoon and you're never gonna argue. We got too much in common. We like hanging with each other. He's my best friend or she's my best friend. But guess what? Best friend or no, you're not the same person, and you're gonna have disagreements, and you're not gonna see everything the same all the time. It's just not gonna happen. So maybe this will help you if you're going through an argument or have been arguing with your spouse and you know you need to do the right thing. Maybe this will help you. How many minutes do I have? Also, I want to share something else right quick while it was on my mind. This fly is getting on my nerve. It got in the house some kind of way. But let me share this. Another thing is, I haven't ever asked anyone to subscribe to my channel. As a matter of fact, when you get down to the logistics and subscriptions and, you know, the details of your page, you have to do it on, as far as I know, you have to do it on a laptop. And I operate all the time. 98% of the time I operate off of what I'm talking to you on now, which is a tablet. I just learned how to cinch videos. So I really don't, what you get is really unedited 99% of the time. I think I just edited my first video, the last video that I put up. I had to shorten it. I did a part 1, part 2, ran over, and I finally figured out how to cinch it down on this tablet. But I said all that to say, I've never asked anyone to subscribe to me. And I'm not saying that like I'm proud that I ain't never asked. I don't even know if I have any subscribers, because when I first did this page, I set it up so that you can't see how many people subscribe, because I didn't want to be under that type of pressure. I'm doing this because I like doing this. You know, if you can make money off of doing something you like, that's all the better, you know, and I'm for that. I mean, if it ever came down to it, yeah, I want to make some money too, like the next person. But I never really asked people to subscribe because I was doing this. I'm doing this from the heart. I have been blessed to get on YouTube and hear some of the best advice, some of the best preaching, wisdom from different people that have cared enough to get on and make the time to share. And so this is my way of kind of paying it forward to other people. I mean, like I said, but if I can get paid for it, that would be good too. But I said all that to say that be careful who you do subscribe to. I think I have been a compulsive subscriber. I just would get on and I would see one good video from somebody and be like, subscribe. And I know I'm not the only one who has done something like that. It's probably other people that have done the same thing I have. But I'm learning not to be so quick to subscribe, because I have gone back and looked at, you know, the little updates that people give when they put out new videos. Like, I looked at a couple this morning, 2 in particular, that were on my subscription list that I was their subby. And I love some of this. One of them is a man, and I have really liked a lot some of the videos that he has done. Very knowledgeable, very well put together. I mean, wow, love his videos. But he made a comment on a new video that he had just put out, and when I heard that comment, I was like, you know what, I can't do this. I just can't. You know, his exact words were, don't put God first. That he kind of thought, you know, God should be second nature, like breathing. We shouldn't be thinking about God and putting. I listened to that far of it. Maybe I need to go back and listen to the whole thing, but I had just heard enough. I was like, oop. You know, even though I like this man's video, I've learned some things from him, I just unsubscribed. Then I saw an update from another person that I had subscribed to. And I was trying to figure out, like, why did I ever subscribe to this woman? When I saw the, like, update video she had put out, I was like, really? She was showing a wallet that she had paid like $500 for. And I was like, who does that? I mean, I'm sorry. If you do that, don't get offended. But me personally, that's just so far from my way of thinking. It's not even funny. I would never, do you hear me? Never. Maybe if I won a lottery, or, no, I don't even think if I won the lottery, I would go and pay somebody $500 for a wallet. It was just so far-fetched for me to watch her talk about how good this wallet was and the quality of it and stuff like that. And I'm not downing people who do pay a lot of money for your personal items. That's your business. That's your prerogative. That's your income, and what you choose to do with the money that you earn is totally your business. But I realized when I watched this is just so not me. This is just no. This is no. I don't know what video she put out that made me subscribe, but I had to unsubscribe. You know, and then I kind of went through a couple of her other ones, and like I said, I think she had one other video that was kind of informative, but it just was so not me. And I'm not trying to be funny or hurt anybody's feelings or offend anybody. That's why I haven't said any names, and I never would do somebody like that, because that's why we have the power and the freedom to subscribe as well as to unsubscribe. You don't have to go to anybody's channel that you don't necessarily agree with what they're doing. I'm just talking about how I had subscribed to these people compulsively based on one good video that I saw. Subscribe. And I'm learning not to do that. Give it some time. Get to know who you're listening to, who you're receiving information from. Make sure that you're on the same page with that person. And sometimes you can learn things and start thinking things in a different way than what you've been used to thinking about, because you've been listening to this person. And it can be a good thing, but sometimes it can be detrimental to your spiritual growth, to your personal growth. You know, you just have to use some discretion, use some discernment. Just know who you're getting your information from. Just know it. That's another good thing that I have learned, and I am learning to do, is never really take what one person says like it's the Bible. You know, go out and do the research for yourself. Don't use somebody else's talking points. Do your own research. And my time is almost up, and I just wanted to say hey to you guys, excuse me, and do this quick vid. I love you all with the love of Christ. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.